Hi, I'm Trevor Emdon, and in this video I'm going to show you how to attract more high-paying clients. I'll try and say that again. More high-paying clients to your business, right? High-paying clients. Even if you're a beginner, you can do this. Even if nobody's heard of you yet, you can do this. Okay, so coming up, stick with me because I'm going to show you, tell you, reveal to you a 3-word formula for closing all the high-ticket clients that you can handle. And it works. It's like magic, so stick with me. So let's first talk about why people don't pay high prices. And it's not what you think. It's not to do with the cost. Amazingly, it's not. Because if you think about your own history of buying stuff, when you really, really badly want something, you've found a way. I promise you, we all do. So if people don't pay high prices, you have to look at you first. You or me, right? Because I've had this too. I've done this journey. Trust me, I've done this journey. My goodness. So first of all, it might be your energy, your vibe. You know, if you want to go down the law of attraction road, you're not congruent with the value. If you don't believe inside that what you're offering is worth it, like, well, I probably wouldn't pay it, but I'll ask them if they will. If you've got that kind of mindset, of course you wouldn't say that out loud, and you probably wouldn't even admit it to yourself without being very honest. But if you know deep inside, if you're out of whack, that's incongruent. It's out of whack, just to give it the modern vernacular. People will get that. They feel it. It shows. You know it. You know it when other people are doing it to you. So that's a mindset thing. And you do have to get into that mindset. Now, I can't, we could have a long conversation about that here. And indeed, we might have a long conversation. I'll tell you about that in a minute as well. But right now, I need to keep the video moving. So that's one thing. So if that's going on, you need to be aware of it. However, what I'm about to show you will trump it and overcome it. So stick with me. Next thing, you haven't differentiated yourself enough. Now, in business parlance, marketing parlance, this is called the USP, the unique selling proposition. What marks you out from the crowd? Now, I used to get really hung up on this one because I thought, well, you know, I'm not that different from everybody else. I'm just some ordinary guy. But it's not about that. None of us are ordinary guys or gals. None of us are. We're all extraordinary. Didn't Ed Sheeran recently do a song about that? We're all extraordinary people. We're all different. We're all unique. And that's what marks you out. You know, I have a strange British accent, for example. Excuse me, right? Which is not something that many of Americans find that interesting. Some of them like it, but even British people might think he's got a strange accent. It's little things like that. The way I speak, the age I am. I'm not a young, beautiful woman who's on Instagram, for example. She would have a very different market and a very different appeal, for obvious reasons, than I do. So it's not about, oh, but I've got to know a whole bunch of stuff, or I've got to have some special skill, or I've got to be, the Einstein of whatever world I'm in, dog training or life coaching or whatever it might be. No, it's not about that. It's about you being you and coming across as real. And what's going to happen is, like anything else in life, you will get followers, you'll get fans. It's like, I don't know, there are certain novelists that I will read, for example. I like Stephen King and John Grisham as novelists, for example. And there are other novelists that I've tried, whom I'm not going to name, because that's not fair, that I just think, this is boring. This just, the plot's okay, and I don't know what it is that I don't like about it, but it just doesn't grip me in the same ways as those authors can. And yet those other authors have got loyal followings and legions of their own fans. And so when you put yourself in the clients or the readers or the customers or the patients or whatever it is you've got, when you put yourself in their position, because we are all in those positions, we're all customers of other people at times, aren't we? Then it's easier to see. Do you see what I mean? It's like, yeah, I go to them because I like them. I like that person. I like the way they talk to me. I like the way they deal with me. I go to that hairdresser, not because she does or he does my hair any better than the one up the road, not because the prices are better. In fact, sometimes we might even pay more. But because I have such a nice time, the conversation flows, we laugh. I feel like I've been treated like royalty. And, it's only cost me a hairdo. Whatever. You can see how well mine is done. So it's that kind of thing. The USP does not have to be some big bolt from the sky stuff. It just has to be you being you. Or it doesn't have to be, but it often is just you being you, having your unique style, your little eccentricities and foibles. All right? Your humor, even. Okay, but here's the big one. The big reason why people don't pay high prices is because they don't feel you get them. And that's down to market research. Oh, boring. No, market research can be done very, very fast and actually can be fascinating. I mean, I'm talking about doing it in 20 minutes, enough to understand them. You can dig a lot deeper than that, but you can get enough in 20 minutes because of the internet. In the old days, it used to take a long time and often a team of people. But now the internet makes everything so transparent, easy peasy. But you have to really understand who they are, what it is that they are looking for, because let's talk about why they will pay you high prices, and then this will come out in sharp relief. When they get that you get them, they will pay. But remember, this is key. They want to pay you nothing. Right? If you're a coach, a consultant, a therapist, a dog trainer, a decorator even, whatever you are, a plumber, they want to pay you nothing because they want the problem to go away. But they can't see a way to do it without you. They're stuck. They're stuck. And that's what they're paying you for, to get them unstuck. But you've got to demonstrate that you understand their stuckness exactly. When you get that and they get that you get that, they'll pay you. They'll pay you pretty much within reason anything you ask for, because they're stuck. And that's hurting them. That's causing them not physical, well, it might be physical pain if you're a chiropractor or something perhaps, but I'm thinking a different kind of pain. It's hurting them because their life is stuck, their business is stuck, and moving their business forward or growing it in whatever way they want to means something to their life. It's not just about, I want more money. They want to pay you nothing. Listen, when I was house hunting many years ago, I went to a mortgage broker. I've told this story before, so forgive me if you've heard it before. But I went to a mortgage broker, and he gave me a cup of coffee, and he said to you, well, sir, what do you want? How can I help you? And I said, well, I want a mortgage. And he said, no, you don't. And I looked at him, and he said, nobody wants a mortgage. I expect you want a home, he said. But you've probably got to have a bleeping mortgage to get one. He spoke like that. He was quite a good laugh. But I've never forgotten that, because he was absolutely right. I didn't want to do business with him. If I'd had thousands, whatever it was at the time, in the bank, in cash, and I was a cash buyer, I'd have just said, I'll have that one, please. And I'd have bought the property. for cash. People do that. I didn't have that kind of money. So I needed a mortgage. But I didn't want one. And it's the same with coaching, and it's the same with consulting, and it's the same with any kind of help, really. We'd prefer not to have it. So when they get that you get them, they'll go, look, in their heads, what's going on is, I didn't want to have to go down this road, but I can't see a way forward. And this person gets me like nobody else has got me before. I hope you are getting this, because I'm giving you gold here. Really gold. Okay. Look, you were the first one who precisely diagnosed their pain. When you do that, when you can say, look, is this what's happening to you? Is it ABC? Are you feeling like this? Are you trapped with that? And inside they're going, yeah, he's speaking to me, or she's speaking to me. That's me. I've got that problem. That's it. Wow. Have you been there too? Yes, I have. Can you get me out of there? Yes, I can. Let's talk. Now, all you have to do is prescribe a solution. Now, remember, I told you earlier, I promised you I'd give you a 3-word formula that will get you closing more high-ticket clients than you can shake a stick at. And here it is. Diagnose to close. It's as simple as that. When you can diagnose the problem, you will, more often than not, close the sale. Certainly more often than you're probably doing now. Not every time. Nobody gets 100% close rate. No salesperson in the history of selling has done that. But you will get more, and they will not blink at the price. Now, I know there's a lot more to it, so what I'm going to suggest and what I'm going to invite you to do is talk to me. Let's talk. And there'll be a link below this video if you're watching it on YouTube. I think it's trevoremdon.com/book the call. In fact, I'm going to type that in if I can. Can I type that in? Because I forgot to do it earlier. Whoops. Try that again. I've got it twice now. It's HTTPS actually, but don't worry about that. And it's capitalized itself, and you don't need that either. trevoremdon.com/book the call. There you go. That's all you need to do. So, but that link will be clickable somewhere around below the video if you're watching on YouTube. So go there. Let's talk. I'm not going to do you any kind of hypey sales pitch, right? I'm going to help you understand how to change your business, right? And at the end, I'll probably say to you, if I think that we're getting on, and you think we're getting on, I might say to you, I will say to you, do you want to talk about where we go from here? Because then we will talk business. You can say, yeah, okay, talk to me. Let's talk. Or, no thanks. That's it. That's as hypey as I get. I don't do hypey stuff. I hate it. Right? So, talk to me. Let's talk. Book a call. There's only one of me, so it's first come, first served. When you go to that link, what you'll find is a scheduler there. A calendar, basically, with some dates on it. All it is. And then you pick a date that suits you. Time will show up in your time zone. Choose a time, and there's a little questionnaire just so I know a bit about you so we can hit the ground running when we get on the call. That's all it is, okay? So that's what you do. Now, that's all you have to do. It's first come, first served. There's only one of me. I don't know how many people are going to see this video. So book the call. Let's talk. Diagnose to close. It will change your life. See you on the call.